Hey, welcome to the show. This is Rimpage Reel, and tonight we're going to be analyzing a move by a Rimpage member. His name is Ashton Cook. Ashton is 25 years old, and he's coming out of Dallas. So Ashton submitted this move. I took a look at a lot of his highlights, but there was this one particular move that stood out. I love it. It's a spin move, and you'll get to see it in a moment, and then I will be analyzing the move. We'll have some questions about it. But I have a special guest tonight who's going to be joining me. His name is Coach Stone. Coach Stone is a basketball trainer who has devoted himself to the study of basketball, but in an unusual way. Coach Stone takes a martial artist approach to basketball. So he sees basketball as much more than just adrenaline and hype, but he has a deeper understanding of it. So he's looking at the angles of the court and the angles of the different players, the offensive player and the defensive player. He's not just working on step backs and step back moves and crossovers, but he's studying the physical structure of the human body and the effective and the efficient use of angles and internal energy. So I love his enthusiasm. I love his insight into the game. And so he'll be joining us to look at this move and we'll break it down.
The angle to actually defend.
Okay.
And they're both squared up, but this guy's like kind of playing with them right now just a little bit, but you could already see the defender's already lazy and he's already on his heels too much and he's reaching. So when you're reaching as a defender, you're going to get, you can get taught quick and you're going to get caught quick.
Okay. Because your feet are not engaged.
Yeah. So right there, he's going back into reverse pivot, the offensive player, but his heel is not touching the ground ever until he's made the guy commit. And now all of a sudden he's going to attack him really hard to the left.
Yeah, really hard.
Really hard. And it's almost like he could have tripped up and totally like went face forward.
Yeah.
The offensive player.
Yeah, and this is the part that I like about this move. Like, look at where that defender is compared to where he was when he started the move. He's like right there on the side of him. And then actually, he could have finished this with, like, if he were that kind of player, he could have finished it with a dunk because he has enough separation there. He ends up turning it into a scoop shot, but he could just go straight up with that.
Yep, but his hand is his left hand is too far back. When he was trying to, like, the separation, you're looking at the defender could have made a better, angle on all he had to do was back up on him. So the defender's already reaching with that hand too much, which is already a mistake.
Oh, did you see how he sold it? His head was turned. Offensive player's head is turned to the right. He really sells that fake jab step to the right.
Yep.
Like he threatened with it twice.
Yep. Now he's pulling him. Now we see his heels up on the left foot.
Yeah.
And that heel's up so high that it's already that's already disguising the direction, because now you're going to see that heel's up again really high.
Right. Look at that. Look where the offensive guy's head is facing.
That he could already blow by him right now.
Yeah.
So the spin move is actually not, it's fancy, it's nice, it's a high risk, and it's not necessary. But it's a great move in terms of getting away with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
But right there, he could have easily got tripped up.
Yeah. Wow, he's actually sitting on that left knee.
Yeah, so he's trapping him.
Yeah, he's paralyzed. The defender's paralyzed.
Now, the other thing is, if we go through this again, you also can see the shoulder plane. So his shoulders are basically at this guy's, the offensive player's, what's the guy's name?
Ashton.
Ashton. Okay, so Ashton automatically sizes up at the same level with his shoulders, and then as he gets the ball, he's already below him. So his shoulders are now going right after his hips. Okay,
show me that when we get to it.
Back to the original position again? You want to rewind it?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so both of them are basically lined up right there, right? Now he drops. His head's already down, so he's already studying his feet, even right there.
Okay. Okay.
So now he's above him, so that if Ashton is above the defender, and now he's starting to size up and see where his hips are going and how low his knee is. His knee is now lower than the defender's.
Okay.
And also the extension and the length is already there, and he can already see that the flexibility through the hips on the defender he's too tight already. He has no explosive ability. He already sees all that.
Right.
Now look at his knee is below his knee.
Yeah.
And look where his shoulders are. So he's underneath him, which creates the support, and the defender now is already late. And so he
Right.
catches up to him. He recovers later, but in reality, even though visually it looks like it's close when they get closer to doing the layup, and like he closes the gap, but he was so late. But the video can't really show that. But you have to really look at that. But look at the separation.
Yeah.
Now here's the contact. He jumps up. That would not jump up because he gets pushed. So there's a foul. He could also hurt his ankle and his knee. And look at his landing.
Yeah.
Look at his knees now, and he's still looking at the ball, which is great. Proprioception.
Yeah.
But that's really asking. That's a high risk move on your knees. But he really understands how to get low.
Right. Right.
And the defender is probably
really
how tall is Ashton?
I believe he's 5'9", 6 feet,
okay.
5'9", 6 feet, if I'm not mistaken.
And this guy's probably about 6'4", right? The defender?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah. So yep, right there. Look at the left foot is up big time.
Right, right.
It's like off the ground. So it's almost like a single, now he slides. And look at the diagonal.
Oh, I love that. Wow. Like at this point right here, all the defender can do is watch, basically.
Yeah, because now all his weight is going to go into his, because that's the right side of the court. I mean, that's the left side of the court, right?
Right.
So he shifted all his weight transferred all his weight into the left side on him, trapped him.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to stop right there. And I have some questions about the move. So we're going to get into that real quick. First of all, I'm curious to know if he can do this going in the opposite direction. So we saw him he faked right, and then he went left, and then he spun back to his right. I'd be interested in seeing if he could do it from the opposite direction, where he fakes left, goes right, and then spins left to the center of the court and do that move with the opposite hand. So that's the first question. Can he do that move with the opposite hand? Next one, what defender do you think this move would work best on? The kind of defender who's using his hands a lot instead of his feet might get caught with this move probably easier than some guy who's really good at moving his feet. As Coach Stone mentioned, he could just step back. The defender could have stepped back and put himself in a better position. So where's the best spot on the court to use the move? I think Coach Stone and I decided that probably where he did that move is the best place to do it because he has plenty of room. Once he makes the spin, he can take it to the right side of the court of the basket and shoot that layup on the right side, or even cut off the defender and make it a left-handed layup. So I think the spot he chose on the court to do that move was an excellent choice. So what would we call the move? That's the next thing. We're going to name this move. So I thought about it, and I really like the force with which he made that spin, powerful spin. And so because of that, the spin and the force, I'm calling it the Texas Tornado. So Ashton, that move we're calling the Texas Tornado. Of course, if you guys want to give it a different name, feel free to do that. Leave your remarks in the comments down below. And the last thing we want to do is rate the move. Now, we rate the move by looking at 3 different things. One, we're looking at the style. How good does it look? And on a scale of 1 to 10, I give it an 8. It's a great looking move. I had to watch it over and over again when I first saw it just to figure out what he did. So for style points, I'm going to give it an 8. The next one is effectiveness. How effective is the move? Well, you saw it for yourself. The defender starts off in front of him, between Ashton and the basket. By the time he finishes the move, the defender is on the side of him or even in back of him at one point. So it's an excellent move. He's going to get a 10 for that. So for style, he gets an 8. For effectiveness, he gets a 10. And then the last one is craftsmanship. And this rates the technical difficulty of the move and the complexity of the move. I point out during the analysis with Coach Stone a point where he's spinning on one leg. He does a hard 180-degree spin off one leg, and that one leg he does the spin off of is the same one that he planted when he started the drive. So he fakes right, he goes hard left. The foot that he uses to plant the right leg is the same one that he uses to do that spin off of. So a lot of complexity there, a lot of technical difficulty there. As was pointed out, if he didn't have good enough balance, he could have fallen on his face or fallen back on the defender, tripped over the defender. So for craftsmanship, he's got a 9, 9, 10. I'm going to go with the 9. Okay, so he's got the 8 for style. He's got the 10 for effectiveness. And he's got the 9 for craftsmanship for a total J1T score of 27. The Texas Tornado gets a J1T score of 27. All right, and that's it, guys. Ashton, I want to thank you for submitting that move. We had a great time analyzing it. A lot of fun with Coach Stone. Coach Stone, I want to thank you for spending the time with me to look at the move and give us your insights on it. Guys, if you like the video, please comment, like, and subscribe. Also, if you want to be a guest on the show, feel free to drop us a line at realrimpage@gmail.com, and that's REEL, Rimpage, RIMPAGE @gmail.com. And if you want to compete on Rimpage, like Ashton is a current member of Rimpage. If you want to compete, you want to challenge Ashton, sign up at rimpage.club. All right, until next time, guys, bye-bye.